Thank you very much. The Commission encourages party and independent candidates to appoint party agents even for voting outside of the country. So to the extent that the economic freedom fighters are doing it, it's the right thing. And we want everybody to observe that process so that we maintain a modicum of transparency which is necessary for credibility. So we don't take issue with that. We think that it's an important ingredient in the whole electoral process. Now, once the ballots are, as I indicated, once ballots are back in the country, they will not be opened until the counting commences. And the first order of business at that counting process is to confirm that the seals remain the same. In other words, the seal that left emission is the seal that remains at the point of counting. So there are those verifications. So we are quite comfortable with the controls around the ballots that are cast outside of the country. Why are we introducing counting officers? There are a number of factors at play in that decision. Firstly, we want to improve the quality of the result slips so that they are legible, everybody can read them, and they are free of material error. Secondly, we have taken into account the fact that on this occasion, there's a 50% increase in the burden of counting, because previously in national and provincial elections, you'd count 2 ballots. On this occasion, that effort has to be increased by a factor of 50%. So that's 2. Number 3, the ballots to be counted are generally big. I mean, on the national PR ballot or national to national ballot, there are 52 parties. So the propensity to make errors when you count a ballot of that size increases. Hence, the need to bring fresh minds, fresh hands to improve the quality of the counting process. Yes, indeed. We did receive a letter from Mr. Zungula complaining about the presence of the alleged presence of ZANU-PF. We have nothing to do really as a commission with their presence in the country. ZANU-PF is not an accredited observer mission. The commission has not approved them, has not accredited them. So they won't be observing these elections. And communication in that regard has been made available to Mr. Zungula. The issue about the outcomes of the Concord matter involving the erstwhile president, Mr. Zuma, that the outcome will have no bearing on the ballot paper. As matters stand, Mr. Zuma is the registered party leader of MK Party. And to that extent, he is the person whose photograph is on the ballot paper for MK. Now, whether he is a candidate or not a candidate, it has no bearing on that aspect, because you are on the ballot paper if you are a registered leader of a political party, irrespective of whether you are a candidate or not a candidate in that election. So there won't be any impact really in respect of the ballot paper. Yes, Mr. Khumalo, you are correct in saying that the Commission has filed an application for leave to appeal the decision of the Electoral Court insofar as it relates to using honorary consuls as additional places abroad. The effect of that appeal is to suspend the order of the Electoral Court. So until the matter is ventilated in time and determined in an appeal, the order of the Electoral Court is suspended. So there is, at this stage, until the matter is prosecuted in the appeal, the situation remains as currently. The Electoral Court did send the witness statement that was delivered to the Electoral Court to the Commission. The Commission has written to the legal firm representing the person who deposed to the witness statement and asked them to file a proper application before the Electoral Court. In other words, a notice of motion with a founding affidavit and all other supporting evidence if there is available. Once that has happened, then the Commission will be able to respond to those allegations. But at this stage, there's nothing really more to add other than to say we've written to the law firm and asking them to go to the Electoral Court on a notice of motion. The last question, I didn't quite grasp from Mr. From Kaelisha. Yeah? Yes. Could you just quickly repeat it?
Okay. So I was just saying, so far do we know like the names of the heads of the missions?
Okay. Just three, and this is off cuff. The AU is former President of Kenya, Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, and the ISA mission will be led by former President Goodluck Jonathan, and the Electoral Commission's Forum mission will be led by the chairperson of the Commission of Zambia. Those are the ones that one can call off cuff.